This segment of my testimony starts on October 11th of 2016, Friday afternoon, when I left Hudson from repairing the children's play area. I made it back to Sarasota for church Friday night. I researched more of Bradenton on Saturday. Bradenton is just north of Sarasota, a tad less busy and closer to all the water and the beaches. I met the handyman on Sunday morning, and he said I could start working with him the next morning on Monday, and I should report to his home at 9 o'clock. His name was Sid. He was a real man of God, and he really blessed me. I know that God put us together for a reason. Very talented man, could do almost anything. And he helped me so much. I learned so much from him. The first thing we did Monday morning, I got to his house at 9 o'clock. He invited me in. He had a fresh pot of coffee brewing, and he said, "Why don't we sit down and talk for a while?" So we started talking and sharing our experiences, sharing our lives with each other. And I think it was about 10, quarter after 10, we decided we should probably go to work. So we worked every day from like 10 till maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock. And every day he would take me out for lunch. It was amazing. What a blessing I had that God just led me down to this city and put all this into my path. And as I read on, you're going to see that this story gets even more in depth. But Sid, the first week, he had to go out of town on Friday. So now this is like the third week of October, starting the third week of October. So I spent, on Friday, since we didn't work, I spent more time looking around. I pulled into a mobile home park for no particular reason. I just drove around looking for for sale signs. Again, for no real reason. I guess I was thinking maybe if I could find an inexpensive mobile home, Jackie and I could buy it as something temporary until God directs us where He particularly wants us to live. A gentleman came out to get his garbage can in, and I stopped and we were talking, and I asked him how he liked living there, and he said, "I've been here for 7 years and I just enjoy it. It's a real nice, well-maintained mobile home park." And I told him I was looking for like a fixer-upper or something inexpensive. And he lit up. His face just lit up. He said, "Oh, wow," he said, they're just finishing one down the street. They put all brand new plywood flooring in it, and they're just finishing it up. And just at that time, the maintenance man was driving down the road on a golf cart. And he's waving the guy down, and maintenance man stops, and he asked him, he said, "Where's that mobile home that they're just finishing up that's going to be available with the new plywood floors?" And the maintenance man looks at us and he goes, "Oh man," he says, I can't remember what lot number that is. Hold on," he says, I'll think of it. And he sat there and thought, and all of a sudden the guy turns around and drives away. And the guy looked and he goes, "Oh, he's probably going to see what lot number it is." Sure enough, he went down there and he turned around, come flying back on the golf cart, and he said, "It's lot 64. And he said, "It's down there." Well, I was heading down that way with the van, so I thought, well, I'll stop and check it out when I get there. So after we got done talking, I started driving down the road, and I was still looking for for sale signs in windows. And I forgot to look for lot 64, and I drove right past it. Had to make a circle and go around and come back, and I forgot all about 64. And I stopped in at the office. And I just walked in the office and I asked the secretary, I said, "Do you have any inexpensive mobile homes?" I said, "I understand they just got done with one putting new floors in or something." And she said, "Hang on a second." She yelled in the office, "Hey, Mike, do we have any handyman specials?" Mike said, "They're going to finish one up on Monday so he could come and see it on Tuesday." So she looks at me and she says, "Well, would you like to look at it on Tuesday?" Well, I didn't want to interrupt my work day with Sid, so I asked her, I said, "Well, how late are you open?" She said, 4 o'clock. And I said, "Could I come at 3:30? She said, "Yes, that would be fine." So I had an appointment to look at a mobile home at 3:30 on the following Tuesday. Now you got to remember, this is the same guy. If you listen back to my other testimonies, when I left, I think it's the van adventure. When I left Cincinnati, I was planning on 6 months, spending maybe 6 months in Sarasota to look around and see where we might want to live and really study the area and just work down here for 6 months. Well, then my story started to change to my wife. I said, well, maybe I'll just go for 3 months or maybe just 45 days. Now I've been in Florida for less than 3 weeks and I'm looking at buying a mobile home. But that's how God works. So I left that mobile home park and I started down the street and there was another mobile home park right next to it. I pulled in, I went in the office. I didn't even drive around the parking lot. I went in the office and a lady was working and I said, "Excuse me, ma'am," and she said, "Yes, what can I do for you?" I said, "Do you have any handyman special?" See, I'm learning from the last part. And she said, "No, we don't have any, but I think our sister community does next door. Hang on and I'll give them a call." She picked up the phone, dialed. She said, "Hey, Mike, do you have any handyman specials? Didn't you have one you were working on?" And Mike said yes. And they talked a little bit. And all of a sudden she picked up her pen and she wrote down 1000. She talked to Mike a little longer. She hung up and she said, "They have one next door for $1,000. And she said, "It's 10 to 12 right now." She said, "If you come back at 1 o'clock after lunch, I'll be happy to show it to you." So now instead of next week, Tuesday, looking at it at 3:30, I'm going to look at it in less than 2 hours. That would have never happened if I went to pulled into that second mobile home park. That would have never happened if I would have got so excited about the appointment that I just kept driving down the road. So I went and did my laundry. I came back. I met up with her. We went over and looked at the mobile home. Okay, so these pictures were actually taken the day I looked at the mobile home. This is what I saw when I went to look at it. We're going to start in the back with the master bedroom. Everything is white, new plywood floors. We have a new vanity and a new sink in the master bathroom. All new paneling in the master bathroom. Then this is the second bedroom. Now what happened here, they added on 6 feet, and they also added a half bath. Here we have the kitchen, dining room, living room area in the front of the mobile home. Now we have all brand new cabinets on the bottom, all new lower cabinets, and new countertops, sink. This is the living room at the very front of the mobile home. You can see the dark window that goes out into the lanai. Here's the lanai with some more furniture that I was given. And the concrete floor, really nice. Concrete carport, and there was a shed at the back. I didn't get a picture of that. This is where it started, lot 64. You can see it on the post.